back to JavaScript Playground. In this video, we will learn about Browser Object Model. The Browser Object Model represents the current browser window. The main purpose of Browser Object Model is to manipulate the properties and methods which are associated with the browser window. These are the main objects which are available inside the window object. The document object represents the web page structure and content in a tree format, where the tree nodes represent different HTML elements and text content. The history object holds the data about the URLs that have been visited by the user. The screen object holds the information about the browser screen like width and height. The navigator object contains information about the user's browser. To access the browser object model, you can use the window object. For example, window.document.getElementById, or you can simply use document.getElementById. So we can access it without the window object because all the global JavaScript objects, functions, and variables automatically become members of the window object. So let's give it a try. Say we have this input item with ID to do input. Let's try to select it. So window.document.getElementById, and the ID is to do -input. So let's give this a try. So to do hyphen and input. Let's hit enter, and as you can see, it gives us this input element. Similarly, we can do it without the window object as well. So document.getElementById, and as you can see, it returns the same element. This window object also gives us access to some other properties like inner width and inner height. The inner width property represents the width of the part of browser window which shows the web page content. Similarly, the inner height property represents the height of the part of the browser window which shows the web page content. So let's give this a try. So to access it, we can do window.innerWidth. So right now, as you can see, it gives us 946. By the way, this value is in pixels. So if I reduce the width of this area where we are showing the web page content, let's try to get this inner width value again. So as you can see, it gives us 703 pixels because now this area is smaller. Similarly, if we increase it and we try again, it gives us 1240 pixels because now this area where web page is visible is bigger. Similarly, we can check the inner height as well. So window.innerHeight, as you can see, it gives us 722 pixels. Similarly, if we bring this at the bottom now, so now the available space for the web page is smaller vertically. So let's try it again. So window.innerHeight, and now as you can see, it gives us 386 pixels. So that's how this inner width and inner height property works. This inner width and inner height property is not available in Internet Explorer with version 8 and less. So for those, you can use document.body.clientHeight and document.body.clientWidth. All right. This window object also gives us access to some methods like set timeout, set interval, alert, confirm, prompt, open, and close. So the set timeout method, it performs some action after a specified time, like calling a function or evaluating an expression, etc. The set interval method performs an action after an interval of the specified time. This alert method is used to display alert boxes. The confirm method is used to display the confirm dialog box. It has an OK and cancel button. The prompt method displays a dialog box to get input from the user. The open method opens an entered URL in a new tab. And close method closes the current window. So let's give these a try. So we've already worked with set timeout and set interval, so we wouldn't try those. Let's start with alert. hit this, it shows you this alert box which says, hey, this is an alert. Similarly, there's another method, and this method is used to get confirmation from the user. So as you can see, it shows the text, are you sure? And it shows you two buttons, OK and cancel. So when you click on cancel, it returns false. And when you click on OK, it returns true. So you can use this confirmation pop-up to perform some actions. Say you want to ask user whether he or she wants to print something in the console. So let's say should print, and here you can ask the user, are you sure you want to print? So as you can see, when I hit enter, it's showing undefined, but that true is getting stored in should print. So now what you can do is you can use this stored value to perform actions. So let's say should print. Inside that, you can do a console log. Yes, we are printing. Similarly, in the else part, you can print not allowed to print. And when you hit enter, it confirms. So are you sure you want to print? When I hit OK, it prints yes, we are printing. And when I hit cancel, it says not allowed to print. All right, so moving on. So the next method is prompt. It is used to get some value from the user. So let's give it a try. So let's say you want user to enter a number. So you can give them a message, please enter a number. And when you hit enter, it shows you a prompt with an input box. Say you write 100, hit enter, it shows 100. Similarly, you can ask user to enter their name. When you hit enter, it says the message, please enter your name. Let's say Cafe, and I hit OK, it prints the value. So instead of printing, you can store it in a variable. So let's say var name, prompt, please enter your name. And then you can use this value to print something on the screen, or you can use this value for any other thing. So let's try printing greetings. So console log, see name, says hello. So let's say John, okay, and it prints in the console, John says hello. All right, moving on. So this window object, it gives you access to a method called open. It accepts a URL and it opens that URL in a new browser tab. So let's give it a try. So open, you can also write it as window.open. It accepts a URL. So let's say https www.google.com. And when you hit enter, it opens a new window and it opens google.com. All right. So moving on to the last method, which is close. So when you call this close method, it closes the current browser tab. So let's give it a try. So I write close, and when I hit enter, it closed my current tab. And that's a wrap for today.